Hello. Welcome back to the TBS show. It is May 5th, 2026. And you know how we do it: real life, real stories, real conversations. And today is a heavy one, but a necessary one because it is officially Mental Health Awareness Month. Last episode we went deep into childhood trauma and how that pain follows you into adulthood. So today I want to talk about The Mask, not the Jim Carrey movie or that failed movie that they did with the guy from Malibu's Most Wanted. I can't think of his name right now, but we talking about The Mask because we all have one we put on when someone asks how we're doing, and we say I'm straight or we say I'm good. That's not always the case. And we do it because we don't want to look weak. And honestly, who would? I mean, in today's society, you don't want to get classified as that. But either way, we don't care what society thinks. It's about us, how we doing, and how we feeling. But the mask also can get heavy. So let's start off like we normally do with our mental check-in, man. How you doing physically, emotionally, spiritually? Forget the straight answer for a second. Be real with yourself. How you doing? Take a minute. You can go into prayer. You can talk to yourself. Whatever you gotta do. Take a minute to really just check on yourself. Yes, sir. And let's get into our segment. Protection versus personality. I kind of touched on that the last time when I said that most people's personality is them protecting themselves, and we have to understand that. Definitely have to understand that. But first, a quick word from our sponsor, man. It is the Trauma Proof Treadmill. Are you tired of your past catching up to you? Do your childhood memories have better cardio than you do? Introducing the Trauma Proof Treadmill. It's the only exercise equipment designed specifically to help you run away from your feelings with our patented repression resistant setting. The faster you run, the louder the built-in speakers play 90s R&B to drown out your inner child. Feeling the breakthrough coming on? Just hit the avoidance incline to steer clear of that difficult conversation. And that is the trauma-proof treadmill. Keep running because looking inward is too much work. That's just a little something. I'm trying out for when I get my real sponsorship because they coming. But to get into the meat and the potatoes of what we talking about today, the mask that everyone wears, whether you realize you're doing it or not. Everybody wears one. It's more of a coping mechanism than anything. I know I have several, depending on the setting and the situation. Because when I'm out and about with my family or with my wife, I have to be alert by everything. I watch everything. If we go somewhere, I'm looking at the door, making sure I know where all X is at. That's one of that's my protective, a literal protective mask, because I put that on when I'm out with the family. When I'm by myself, I don't really care because it's me. It's just me by myself, so I don't have to do that. But when I am in that mode, when I'm in husband, super daddy, super husband mode, I put that mask on. Just to be prepared for any type of situation. And then another mask that I wear when I'm out with people or amongst people that I don't really know, I will put on a smile, a little whatever, just to keep myself cool, cause my anxiety, all that be going haywire. It be going haywire. And thinking back to, like, even though I know it was a little spoof, little sponsorship I did with the trauma proof treadmill, but if that was real, if that was real, it would be highly utilized. Like, just to get on the treadmill and just run from your trauma. But I mean, that's just it. Because even with that, just to go back to that, like, the truth is, I'm not speaking from no theory. I ain't speaking from I'm speaking from what I live. And for a long time, I wasn't living. I was only reacting. And that kind of comes back to us having these masks, because you develop them, ain't like they just automatically there. As a kid, everything open. You open. Ain't nothing. It's stuff that's fascinating to you, but as a kid, like, it's just the way your mind is. It's so open and so creative that you don't really think about it. But when you've been through stuff as a kid, that kind of warps your mind, and so you have to put up these defensive mechanisms to keep yourself and that inner child safe. Because when you grow up feeling like you have to survive, that's what you do. That's what you do, and so going forward, you're still protecting that inner child, regardless of how old you are. Because honestly, protecting your inner child normally results in you becoming the person that you needed the most when you were that kid. That's normally the result. And so that person that you become is not it's not your personality. That's your protection. And again, remember, your healing is your full responsibility. I can't say that enough. It is your responsibility. And so with that, let's go into our Bible verse of the day, which is I'm running back the one from the last episode, Ezekiel 36:26, where it says, "I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will remove from you your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh." Because trauma can turn you cold and heartless, because you feel like you have to be hard to survive. But God is saying He can soften that and restore you, because you aren't broken. You're just wounded. So it ain't a lost cause. It is never a lost cause, especially when you're dealing with God, Jesus, and the Holy Ghost. It's never a lost cause, because even if those events or whatever occurred in your life turned you cold or heartless, if you just trust, it just take a little trust, a little faith, a little piece of faith, They say the size of a mustard seed, to trust and believe in God and what He has in store and plan for you, that you can always come back from being that type of person. It's easy to become that person, but it's harder to stop being those people or that person. It's always that fear of, well, if I stop being the way I am, if I stop having this wall up, if I stop protecting myself, then that's gonna expose me to everything else. It's really not. It's not, because that's why I say that little piece of faith that you have is enough to know that, hey, God is protecting me at all times. It's enough to know that, hey, no matter what I'm going through, no matter what's coming at me, no matter what angle it is, God is standing in between me and whatever it is that's attacking me. That's the type of protection that's way beyond, way better than anything that we could possibly do for ourselves. I know I done got off topic of the mask, but that's still, it all comes back to the same thing of trusting and believing in God. No matter what. Like I say, it's hard. It get hard. It can be hard. Sometimes it will be hard. But you can't give up. As long as you got to think about the many blessings that we get on a regular basis that we don't think about. You got to think about the many blessings that you get on a regular basis that you don't think about. That's crazy. Getting up, opening your eyes, being able to breathe, even if your breath stink a little bit, being able to breathe, just to be able to say ha. Breathing, that's life that you can't give yourself. Walking, being in your right mind, all of that's a blessing. You might not have all the luxurious things, all the money, all the clothes, the shoes, which ain't important. The thing is, you here. You got another day to be able to say, Lord, I thank you. The small things is what we take for granted. The little stuff. One thing that keeps rolling, never stops, and you can't rewind is that time. And every day God blesses us with time to be on this earth with our loved ones, our family, just out here in general. That's it. So please do not be too hard on yourself out here. Again, it is Mental Health Awareness Month. So if anything that you need to do to protect yourself, as far as to not go down one of those depressive rabbit holes, or if you're dealing with depression, whatever you got to do, sometimes it takes just sitting down, or just being to yourself. And it's not gonna be a long episode today, but I just want to leave some resources for anyone out there that needs to do it, that needs them, because I want to make sure you have tools to help take that mask off safely. Whether you're a veteran like me or a civilian just trying to get through the day, just know you don't have to carry it alone. So for veterans, the Veterans Crisis Line, dial 988 and press 1, or text 838-255. It's confidential and available 24/7. I know, I have used them. I've called and I've texted. They work and they respond. They ask a lot of questions, but in the end, they always there to help, and they follow up. So again, for veterans, the Veterans Crisis Line, dial 988 and press 1, or text 838-255. It's confidential and available 24/7. Another one we got is Veteran Readiness and Employment. If you're struggling with your career path or goals, This program is a major resource for navigating life after your service. And again, we salute and thank everyone who is a veteran that listens for your service. And for my civilians, as we call you, or for everyone, 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Just dial 988 from any phone. Pay phone. They ain't even got pay phones no more. House phones, cell phones, the little old people phones, the little jitterbugs. Just dial 988 from any phone if you need help. I'm still working on therapy directories, so once I get some therapists and different people on here, psychiatrists and all that, on the show to do a couple shows with me, I have more direct contact for these people. But still, as of right now, just check out Therapy for Black Men, Black Women, Black Kids, or similar organizations to find professionals who understand the specific trauma we face. And I have a check-in challenge, man, this week. When a trusted friend asks you how you are, try giving them a 10% more honest answer than I'm straight. Just be like, you ain't gotta share it all. You ain't even gotta go into detail. Just be like, I ain't doing the best, and I'm trying to make it. Be honest about it. If somebody's asking, they caring. A lot of times we don't see that. So if anyone's asking you how you doing, just be a little honest. Like I said, you ain't gotta go into detail. Just be a little honest and make sure that you being honest with yourself first and foremost. We didn't open up the lines today. Like I said, it was gonna be a long episode. I got other things I have to take care of, but wanted to make sure I got this one out specifically because, again, it is Mental Health Awareness Month, so that's what we're gonna be covering for majority of this month. It might be a few more episodes coming along the way. Not too sure. Not right now. I'm gonna let the Lord guide me and lead me on that one. But hey, man, I do want to appreciate y'all and everyone that listens. Please don't forget, I am your host, your friend, and I listen if you need to come on here and talk when I open the lines up. So don't be afraid to. It just take a few seconds. If you need to get something off your chest, if you need to just be open, if you just want to just hey, you ain't having the best day, you just want to talk it, kick it and laugh. Hey, we can do that. But I am your host, man, Arista Shack, and this is Talking About Something, and I'll be signing out.